New York prosecutors can get access to President Trump's tax returns. You may recall the president has fought hard to keep this information private. Jeffrey Jacobovitz is a white-collar criminal lawyer. He joins me now on the line from Washington. He represented White House officials during Clinton's presidency. First of all, can I get your reaction to this Supreme Court ruling? Are you surprised?
Well, I'm not surprised at the ruling. The interesting part is that the case goes back to the lower court. That could delay the proceedings or the ability to get the returns before the election. However, the court did rule that the prosecutor can seek the taxes, and that's an important decision.
Does that mean that they will become public today or anytime soon?
No, that does not mean it will become public. In fact, the New York investigation, which is what the initial ruling was on, involves a grand jury, and grand jury proceedings are private. The only way it would become public is if the congressional investigation gets access to the tax returns, and then there's more of a chance of it becoming public.
And
that
what are the odds
has not been rendered yet.
Okay, I was going to ask you, what are the odds of that happening? How does that happen?
Well, that decision is occurring within a minute, I would say. The decisions have been released every 10 minutes, and so the first one came down, and now the second one is about to occur. Whether
or not the Dems can get their hands on it.
Right.
Okay, so the Supreme Court has ruled 7-2 on this, that the accountants must turn this information over to the grand jury in Manhattan. What do you make of that, 7-2?
Well, I think it's similar to the Nixon ruling, which was unanimous in terms of the president is not immune from a grand jury subpoena, and the president is not above the law. I haven't yet to read the opinion. It's just being released, but presumably there will be language there indicating that a president is not above the law.
How big of a blow is this for President Trump?
Well, he obviously will be upset about this. We should see a tweet storm soon. However, in his mind, I guess he will still look for ways to preclude these tax returns from going public until the election occurs in November.
And what are the options now for President Trump?
Well, he doesn't have many. We haven't read the opinion yet, but he does not have many. And this is a grand jury investigation in New York involving Trump and his businesses. And so it involves loans with Deutsche Bank. There are many facets to where these documents could end up impacting upon.
Jeffrey, you're a white-collar criminal lawyer, as we said in the introduction to you. Why do you think the president wanted to keep this information private?
Well, it's not clear if he's hiding something. And if he's hiding something, that's one reason to keep it private. Two, it could have an impact on where his money has been going or where he's been receiving money. And so that's something he may want to keep private as well.
Jeffrey Jacobovitz, thanks so much for being part of this breaking news and joining us on the line with your analysis. Again, a Supreme Court has ruled that prosecutors in New York can see President Trump's tax returns.